Listen, the last funeral I was at, I was weeping so much. Eventually a policeman came over and said, "I'm going to arrest you." I said, "For crying out loud." He said, "Yes."
I love those jokes that just end, yes. Love that. Hey there, I'm Mel Gadroich, and this is the podcast where brilliant guests come to plot out their dream death. Welcome to... Boy, do we have a belter of a guest for you today. In fact, I heard it through the grapevine that this man has crafted more one-liners than a Christmas cracker factory. This is a funny way to describe him, the human joke machine, because he's very, very much more than that. He is skin and bone and flesh and all those things. He is absolutely marvellous. We're very, very lucky to have him.
Is someone else on?
It's Angela Rippon. No, it is.
Angela Ripoff.
Angela Ripoff Britain.
Oh.
She's bloody in that, isn't she?
She is.
No.
Why is it not a thing? Yeah.
Julia Somerville, I think, not Rippon.
Oh, no. And Gloria Honeypot. Yeah.
No, none of those. It is...
Tim Vine.
Flipping heck, that is absolute. Can I have that?
Yeah. Of course you can.
Wow.
Can I just say one thing about that?
Yes.
They never normally give the Tim. They heart you.
Well, I heart them for doing that because that was beautiful.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Tried to clear my throat there.
Do you want I was going to say, do you want to vape? No, that wouldn't be good. Do you want to steam? Is your throat all right, Vinage?
I'd like to have smoke an actual pipe.
Do you in real life?
No, I don't. No.
I
I do sometimes put a pipe in my mouth and face it towards the floor and go, "All right, pipe down." I do that to audiences. I do that. But I
can see you with a pipe, Vinage. For real, like, I can see you with a pipe.
Yeah.
I interrupted you.
I realised I had a joke that was also to do with tobacco, and the punchline of I can't remember the setup, but the punchline is, and I've got the cigars to prove it. I've got the cigars to prove it. Sounds a bit like scars to prove it.
Cigars!
But cigars to prove it.
Okay, so the setup needs to be an accident.
I was once attacked in a tobacconist, and I've got the
factory.
Cigars to prove it.
I think that's really good. This is why he is with us, the legend that is Tim Vine. Now, if you want more Vinage, you know what you've got to do. You've got to come and join us after this podcast on 6 Feet Under. So you've got to subscribe. How do you do that? Go to Apple Podcasts, tick, or go to Well, there's a... Are you listening, Vine?
I certainly am. Yeah, I was trying to think of I was going to shout "death to AI" at the end of this link, but yeah, go on.
No, do that anyway, please.
Okay.
Do that anyway.
Yeah.
Or go to wherethere'sawake.com. We'll see you after the ads.
Death to AI.
Lovely. So, Vinage, we're sorry you've gone. We're sorry you've gone.
I know. Well, I mean, listen, we are all on a conveyor belt, aren't we?
I know. It's hard to sort of... I find it hard to deal with the fact that we're not important. Do you know what I mean? This is the big life conundrum.
I can tell that by the way you've surrounded yourself by all these cameras. Doing a show with your name in it. I know this. Listen, I feel that from you, Mel. You're a lovely, lovely person. But
with pillars and
yeah,
flowers.
Exactly. You don't have low self-image. But I know what you mean.
We're not. But listen, I think I know the answer to this question, but I don't want to put words in your mouth.
No.
I want to talk about this, please. Here we are at the Pearly Gates.
Pearly Gates. Okay, right. I'll tell you what makes my blood boil. Crematoriums. There's one, ladies and gentlemen. Right, no, sorry, go on. Yes, at the Pearly Gates, yeah.
Right, we're at the Pearly Gates. Why should you be let through?
Do you know, the other day I got a text from heaven. That was a godsend. I see they've opened a new Christian restaurant. It's called The Lord Giveth, and it also does takeaway. This is all my Christian stuff. I love
this.
This is what. But as we know, I don't know whether your viewers know this. There's only one way to heaven, and it's not by doing anything ourselves. Did you know this? I was brought up with
Yeah.
Easter, Christmas. All
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Trusting in the blood of Jesus, the only way, viewers. The only way. But if you want me to just think about this little sort of concept that we do something ourselves to get into heaven, I have thought of about that in relation to 3 different areas.
Right, go on.
And that is, number 1, I've thought of it in relation to nice things I've done in the plant world.
Oh, lovely.
Nice things I've done in the animal world, and
Yes.
nice things I've done in the human world. I let my garden entirely grow wild and just go absolutely crazy, and I think that's a good thing to be doing for the planet.
You are very 2026, can I just say?
Is that-
Rewilding
Yeah.
is a huge ruddy thing at
Is
the
it?
moment.
I think that generally is something we could all be doing, is letting things grow a bit.
Can I just ask a little tiny adjacent question to that?
You don't like the way I'm sitting?
No, I love the way. No,
Yes.
Don't change the way you're sitting.
Okay.
Love the way you're sitting.
Yeah.
Is it because you can't be bothered to do your garden?
That's how it starts. That's how it starts, yes. But then what happens is I realise I do enjoy. But you're right. You've unearthed actually. Excuse the pun, and I should never say that. By the way, I was at a funeral the other day, and when I was there, I bought a boomerang off a ghost. I thought, I bet that'll come back to haunt me. But it is through laziness initially.
Good.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
at least you admit it,
Yeah.
which is good. What about the animals, Vinage?
Oh, yes, animals. So, no, this is a slightly strange thing that happened. I heard this slightly odd thud outside my back door. I opened the back door, and there was a pigeon panting. Now, I don't know whether I've never seen a pigeon panting.
No,
before. He was like, and it was quite disturbing. He had his mouth open. He was,
That's
and I
weird with a beak, isn't it?
yeah, really weird.
Odd.
And I think he was either had a heart attack or something, because I walked up to him, he didn't fly away. He was just there like that. And I was about to go to Sunday lunch with my mum, and I had to put that on hold. So I got this thing. I thought, I can't just leave him there, because he'll just be a sitting duck, whereas a pigeon. But to the local cats, can't stand cats, by the way, subplot. Don't like them just coming in and doing things in my garden.
Stinky.
Yeah.
Stinkies.
That kind of thing, yeah. I wouldn't mind if they came around and did some gardening or whatever, but it's the fact that they just use it as a toilet, you know. Anyway, there he was, panting. Like, I thought, I've got to do something. So I got a cardboard box and I put him in. I called him Adrian.
Oh,
And I took him to the local pet, not shop, pet
Sanctuary?
shop.
No.
Vets. That's the
Vets.
words I'm looking for, yeah. And I took him in. I said, look, he's in a bad way. They gave me a look as if to say, you know, you and I both know we're going to hit him with a mallet as soon as you walk out the door. But I gave it and passed him across.
Not with a mallet, Vinage.
All right, whatever, a smaller hammer, I don't know. But they took the thing off me.
Adrian?
Adrian, yeah. I sang to him all the way in the car as well.
Oh, good God.
But then I went to my mum's for lunch, and what was really quite sweet was they rang me in
Pigeon pie.
in the afternoon. They rang me in the afternoon to tell me that he had made it. But I don't know whether they genuinely thought that this was my pet, because they didn't even say he died. They said, I'm afraid your pigeon has passed away. It's almost as like they want to give it not too much of a shock for me, you know.
Oh, were they sort of expecting you to go back and get the body and give it full funereal pomp?
Well, maybe they thought that it was my pigeon I'd raised from a little.
It kind of
thing.
was. You named it Adrian and you sang to him.
Yeah, I did.
And
Yeah,
you
so
took
that
him
was a
all-
nice thing to do.
It's a beautiful thing to do.
Yeah.
Humans, do they get the same treatment?
Gosh, no, I realised that's the one thing I didn't do any preparation for before this.
You've entertained millions and millions of people.
Well, I've tried
in
to make
your
people.
life.
I tried to make people laugh. I mean, the other day I was chopping up carrots with the Grim Reaper, dicing with death. That was at a funeral, by the way. As all these things are.
They're all linked to
as they
funerals.
so often are. But gravestones, I've noticed, TikTok friendly, aren't they? Always portrait, aren't they? Never
Yes.
landscape, aren't they?
No.
So they're quite modern.
Yes. Yes.
That's sort of not really comedy, but a little observation that someone could probably spool out into a longer routine.
I ruddy like that, Vinage. Can I just say, you've absolutely convinced me. I mean, I'm only the gatekeeper. I'm not to do with the old, big cheesery, but
Yeah.
I think you're going straight through the gates. Absolutely no problem. Let's move on to this.
And they're big gates. There was a lot hinging on that, viewers. Nice gates. Shut it. Yeah, go on.
Now,
Yes.
the Last Supper, Vinage. Can I just... I've known you a long, long time.
Yes, you have, yeah.
Known you a long, long time. I don't think I've ever...
Eaten with me.
I've never eaten with you.
I don't know, we must have...
In Edinburgh, probably.
No, I was going to say
we
Fame
did.
Academy.
Fame Academy.
Yeah, I think we must have gathered round that long table and had breakfast together or something.
So, we did. So, gang, back in the naughty 90s, I want to say. No, it was in the naughty
No,
noughties.
I'll tell you exactly when it was, because I was 40 during the show. It's 2007.
2007. There was a show on TV called Fame Academy.
It was.
Craig Revel Horwood.
Clive Revel Horwood was there.
He was one of the judges. And we did it for comic relief, and we were stuck in this crazy situation, living underneath Big Ben, pretty much, weren't we?
Yeah, well, you were there a lot longer than I was. I was only there 2 nights, I think. Or maybe...
No, you were there longer.
No,
Vinage.
I wasn't. I got. In fact, what happened was I got to the bottom 2 quite early on, and who was in the bottom 2 with me? Mel Gedroych.
Oh.
What chance did I have?
Oh, Vinage, stop it.
And I remember someone who
I'd
will be...
actually block that.
I remember...
It's horrible.
And do you remember the other people, the other contestants were sort of casting their vote at that point, weren't they, to see...
Yes.
And one of them, who shall remain nameless, said, well, because Mel gave me a cup of tea this morning, I'm going to put her through or something like that. And I remember reading a tweet saying, what is this, some sort of tea-making competition?
So,
people were sort of angry on my behalf.
Oh,
And
fine. It was a competition, and people got whittled away. So basically, it was for comic relief. It was over a week, and then one person left the singing competition.
Great fun, though, wasn't
every night. Oh my God!
They used to call that the Circle of Fear, didn't they, where we sang, and it really was. You felt it as you walked up there.
We had to sing live
Yeah.
every night. Do you remember?
Yeah, live on telly. Yeah.
Good days.
They
We
were.
ate handsomely together.
Yeah, that's a long way round. That would really, it shows you podcasts. You're kind of just wittering in a way.
It's
isn't it?
sheer wittering, mate. East wittering, West wittering, doesn't matter.
Central wittering.
Take your ruddy pick.
Wittering Central. Good name for a podcast.
Wittering Central, Vinage. Do it.
I'm interested in the whole podcast world now that camera's involved, because I can use my eyebrows, you see. I always
Vinage,
felt
you
like,
should be doing Wittering Central. We'll pitch it to the gang afterwards.
Okay,
Let's do that
let's do
afterwards.
that, right, okay.
Wittering Central. Now, excuse me, there's an annoying gap between my sock and trouser.
I went to the shoe shop. I said, I want my shoes fixed. He said, Soul. I said, I want my shoes fixed. That's sort of connected. Soul.
It's all
Souls.
about soul. What would your last supper be, Vinage? What are your favourite things? What do you want to be having before
Well, do you know what? One of the great things about a Last Supper, if you put it near enough to the moment where you're going to die,
Yeah.
then you don't have to worry, I suppose, about that thing when you have a meal, but you've eaten too much, and
Yes.
so the effects sort of feeling
Yes.
bloated and all that. If you can nudge it up close enough to the moment you die, you don't have to have any of those effects, because it's not enough time for it to kick in.
Like the
So-
king? Like the king?
Elvis,
Elvis?
I don't think he died because of.
Do you believe
eating.
all that stuff? Because people say, oh, he died eating a massive cheeseburger.
No, I don't believe that, and that's not true.
Is it not true?
No.
Really?
Who said that? That's not true at
I've
all.
read that loads, Vinage.
No.
He died on the loo
I know.
eating a cheeseburger.
No, I always find
horrid.
that. Yeah, a
It's
little bit
horrid,
distasteful
yes.
because I'm a massive fan.
I know
of this,
you are,
know.
and you've
I
started.
do love the man.
And you've started knitting your eyebrows, which I
Did I start doing that
yes,
slightly?
which I know means
Believe it or not, there are twice as many eyebrows in the world as there are people. Anyhow, and of course, Cliff Richard said if it wasn't for Elvis Presley, there never would have been Cliff Richard. But I mean, you can't blame Elvis for that. But I'm kidding. I like Cliff. I saw him at the Royal Albert Hall.
Cliff's got an amazing voice.
Yeah, fantastic.
Cliff has an extraordinary voice still to this day.
Those miss you nights. That's not close enough to the original to be a copyright
there's
issue.
slightly sort of that kind of thing.
Hi there. It's Cliff here. Do you know Bobby Davro?
Yes.
Bobby Davro, who does the most brilliant Cliff Richard impression, used to sometimes ring me up and pretend he was Cliff. And he'd go, hi, Tim. It's Cliff here. Listen, I'm organising a Christian tennis tournament. She was supposed to be screaming with laughter. Anyway. But, how did we get onto that? Elvis Presley, yes. But you know, Elvis Presley, I've got a joke about this. Elvis was climbing out of his swimming pool for the 10th time. Priscilla said, what are you doing? He said, I can't help falling in love. But talking of
it's so good to see you, mate. I've missed this.
talking of last meals as we were, though, I would say the whole point about nudging it up close to the moment to avoid bloating is you could start with Angel Delight. You could start with that. You could have Angel Delight in between each course.
You can eat it in whatever order you blooming want.
Yeah.
What's your favourite flavour of Angel Delight?
Butterscotch.
Good. Because I wouldn't have accepted anything else. Mint, no thanks.
No, thank you.
Do you remember mint?
I don't. I didn't think I ever tried it. I would never have even gone there.
I went to a kid's birthday party when I was about 9.
Right.
And I'm not blaming anybody.
Was it actually? It wasn't a sort of homemade. The mother had put some mint in it. It was a.
It was mint. It was a flavour. It was in Leatherhead, 1978, mate. Picture that. And for the cake, we were all, as we were in the 70s, really excited about everything. Everything was like exciting, wasn't it, in the 70s? She brought out, I don't blame her, it was a flan filled with mint Angel Delight.
Flan? Wow. Talk about spoiling it. I mean, you've already got you've already got something nice, Angel Delight. You don't need to. It's a bit like this is another. We're doing lots of tangents here, but it's like salted caramel. There's only one thing better than salted caramel. Do you know what it is, viewers? Caramel.
I agree.
I mean, salted caramel is kind of all right, but caramel's a bit nicer than salted caramel, isn't it? Who invented that? Just make something slightly worse, and that's what they've done with an Angel Delight flan. If you don't mind me saying so.
So it was pastry with mint Angel Delight. And then the candles. And I have to say...
I would have eaten the candles.
My face fell, Vinage. Oh. I was not a good citizen that day. I was just like that. It was grim.
I tell you what someone gave me the other day, which I thought was extraordinary, was a pint of tiramisu. It was in a pint glass.
How?
I'd never had a pint of tiramisu before. I was like, flipping heck.
How absolutely divine.
Yeah.
Was it delicious?
It was delicious, yeah.
So presumably they'd constructed it within the pint glass from scratch, or had they just made a massive tub and gone?
No. It looked like it had been.
It.
Yeah, they looked like it had constructed in the pint glass. Yeah.
So,
it was, I was the other thing. I was. You may have noticed, Mel. I've lost a tiny bit of weight because I've joined Slimming World.
You have.
I have joined Slimming World. Yeah.
What's that like?
It's great. I love it. It's basically me and about 25 middle-aged women and one other bloke. And it's
you do look very trim.
Not very trim, but I've lost about a stone.
Do you feel better?
I was a bit overweight.
Do you feel
better? It's
better
better for my back, I think.
Yeah.
If you just joined us, welcome to Slimming World. An app, but it's But I noticed that I began to. We're not talking about that. This is not what the podcast is about.
It's lovely.
But I noticed when I first went to I was a little bit shy, and then I began to chuck in the odd funny.
Oh, come on!
And then I began to think,
you can't help yourself.
I know. And then then I remember maybe about 4 weeks in,
the odd funny, aka 50 per session.
No, not. I just tried to rate. I said to myself, Tim, I can just feel you getting a bit confident here. Just calm down, Because there's one thing where the woman at the front said, "So Miriam, how did you do this week?" And the woman said, "I lost 3 pounds." And we'll go, "Hey!" Everyone applauds, And then she said, "And how did Miriam do that?" And someone said, "With discipline." And he said, "Yes." "And anything else?" And I said, "An inner sadness," which got a great laugh actually off the group. But I thoroughly reckon you always look trim and do you run or anything? Or?
Walking.
Yeah, walking's good.
I blooming love walking, Vinage. Yeah. I've upped my steppage.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
So the same walking but the knees are higher.
I'd love to try that. I'd love to try that, just walking around London. I might do that today for you, Vinage.
Just bring the knees up to chin level and back again.
No, you look good, Vinage.
Yeah,
listen, as children of the 70s... Give me one of those.
Yes.
I think we're both doing all right,
Not too bad. We're
okay, aren't we?
We're all right, yeah. Things can suddenly change, and that's what this podcast is all about.
I know. Bringing it back to the pod. I thank you for that, Vinage. Now, Vinage, onto hard stuff now.
Right, okay.
Onto brass tacks. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
The myth.
I've made what I think is a deal with God that I'll have the thunderclap heart attack. That's what we probably all want for ourselves. Is the quick one. We're gone.
Seriously.
What you want is that. But that's not great for the goodbyes, is it?
No.
Because you got to say goodbye very quickly. Goodbye. You've got a very, very quick goodbye.
It's all about the timing.
Yeah. So I would say in that case, I think the last bit of the death. So a good way of dying, for example, is to jump out of an aeroplane and hit the ground You know, so, you know what I mean, that way. So in other words,
because the parachute doesn't open.
Yeah, that is. There's no pain involved in that.
No.
There's quite a lot of reflection on the way down.
That's the thing. Would
But
you
again,
like? Would you like that?
Well, you can't have your relatives gathering round. Maybe they all have functioning parachutes, but in that case, they're going to be travelling at quite a different speed to you. I tell you what, I once did, you know those parachute jumps, they attach you to the instructor.
Have you done one?
Well, it's a joke.
Sorry.
You attach you to the instructor and you jump out together.
Skydive.
Yeah, you jump out together. No, I did it the other day. It was absolutely frightening because halfway down, I know they attached me to this bloke. We jumped out, and halfway down, he said, "How long have you been an instructor?" Big laugh live, that one. But so I would say that anything that you can have an interesting approach to the death, but the last bit, it was very quick for me.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think
Which
I
is
was
how you wanted it.
Yeah.
Good.
So I actually think I initially fall out of an aeroplane with no parachute, but as I'm travel down, I hit a roller coaster that's going at the same speed, and so I go into the roller coaster.
Chessington World of Adventures.
That's exactly it.
Keep it Surrey all times.
Of course. I hit the roller coaster, so now I'm travelling in the roller coaster, and then the roller coaster goes off the end of the thing.
Pier? No, not a pier in Chessington, but off the end of the machinery.
Over the giraffe enclosure. Nice to look at some animals before you go, and they are really wonderful, aren't they?
They're
and you go over. They of course have a little look at you. You have a little wave, and then bang, and it's done.
I love your death.
Thank you.
I think that's one of the best ones we've ever had. I love it because there's movement, there's a sort of 3-act structure, there's a narrative arc that we're enjoying. It's
and then
beautiful.
There's great reality dying on the floor in Chessington.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
The funeral.
Lots of gags, surely.
Lots of I do like the idea of and you do sometimes see it in a film, don't you, where the person who's dead, actually you normally see it when there's a will being read out in a film, don't you, and the person comes up on the screen. What I want you to do is like Trading Places or something. It's one of those type of ones. So the funeral, almost slightly similar. I could be the person who's sort of leading the funeral, if you sort of mean. You welcome everybody to my funeral.
As a sort of hologram, as a kind of ABBA Voyage avatar, that vibe?
It doesn't have to be realistic. After all, they know I'm not there.
Yeah. Do you want to be in vision though?
Yes, it would be a video. Yeah, at least.
Wowzers.
Yeah. And I say, welcome, all of you. It's a real pleasure to know that you're all there. I can't see you. That's not how videos work. But I want to just tell you this. I'm somewhere even better than where you are now. I'm in the next place. And so don't be sad.
Oh, fine.
It's like the old Billy Graham thing. Remember that Billy Graham, the 50s evangelist?
Yeah, evangelist, yeah.
And he said, so one day someone will say, Billy Graham is dead, or something like that. He said, don't you believe them? And that day I'll be more alive than ever before.
Wow.
I've just changed the dress.
Wowzers. Changed his dress?
He's changed his dress entirely, wearing a different gown. So I think that sometimes when you get invited to a funeral and they say, wear bright colours, and everyone feels a little bit, you want to do what's been asked of you, but no one really wants to bound in going,
yeah.
with a trombone. But I feel if the actual person who's died is up there encouraging a sense of happiness, then it might bring people out of themselves a bit.
If you go before me, Vinage,
yes,
and I'm at your funeral, I think I'd feel too sad if I saw you up there.
Well, that
would be even sadder, wouldn't it? Because it's like,
would it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it would get a great reaction.
Hi, even that would just be great. When the lights come up on the face. Hello, everyone. Good grief, that'd be a great moment, wouldn't it?
But will there be some puns in there?
Of course, yeah.
I'll
say. Of course, I've been to church many times. I was christened with the flamethrower. That was the baptism of fire, I tell you.
That's okay.
And
now I'm coming. I'm definitely at the funeral.
The vicar was wearing a gorilla suit, which was a blessing in disguise. I saw these two vicars arguing over a loaf of communion bread. I said, all right, break it up. I do all that stuff. And now we're going to sing, mind you, this dates this joke slightly, but our church used to have these overhead projectors when they used to, in overhead projection,
Yes.
they put the
Yes.
And the vicar actually one time said, "Now we're going to sing 'Teach Me to Dance' on the overhead projector,"
Oh, strong.
which is lovely.
Overhead
but
projectors.
remember them?
Yeah, and you sort of put a slip of paper in there.
Yeah, you
didn't
should slide it in like that.
Slide it in. I remember them at school. Vaguely. So
But
lots,
so
go
a
on.
lot of that. I also want to. When my dad died about 8 years ago, and
So did mine, Vine.
really?
Yeah, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Was yours 2017? No.
18. It's all around the same time, isn't it?
Yeah, mine was 2017.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a blow when one of the parentals goes, isn't it?
Oh, sure. Yeah, it is, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. But anyhow, one of the things, all these songs in the funeral were chosen by him because we found this envelope and it said songs for my funeral. And on the front of the envelope, he'd written, "I chose these when I was 57," and he died when he was 80. And I thought to myself, so when I got to, I'm now 59, but when I got to 57, I'm thinking, I need to choose my songs.
Yeah, actually, it's no,
Do you know what I mean?
genuinely, it's a good shout. It is a good shout. Be prepared, man.
Yeah.
Have a file on your computer.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I need to do that as well.
Yeah. But anyhow, I so I want to choose all ones that were songs that I remember from church when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because I also think it'll make, in a slightly funny way, will be slightly uncomfortable for the audience.
Yeah, I like that.
Singing,
Kumbaya.
when the road is rough and steep, fix your eyes upon Jesus. He alone has power to keep. Fix your eyes upon him. Jesus is a faithful friend. One, I can imagine everyone going like this. And the other
one
one,
will know the tune.
I know exactly. Well,
But you can
I
lead.
could be leading
you can
on the
lead
video.
the congregation.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
I
my
get it.
personal favourite, oh, 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 how good is the Lord. Oh, 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 how
I'm
good
there.
is
I'm
the
invested in that. That
I
sounds
never will
great.
forget what he has done for me. It's a real jiggy one, So there's that one. And also there's one we used to sing, which was great, which was called "I'm Not Alone, for My Father Is With Me," and it kind of goes, "I'm not alone, for my Father is with me wherever I go," and it goes like this. But it goes, and it was obviously written for kids because one of the services goes, "When I'm on my way to school," or something like, so the idea of getting everyone singing it and then coming up to this verse where it's like, when they're all.
They're
Or
great.
getting ready for school. That's it. Yeah.
These are great. There's a real whiff of George Formby about these, which I'm
Yeah.
enjoying. There's a lot. I can imagine a banjo.
It's all about the joy.
It's all about the joy.
Joy Formby.
Joy Formby.
George Formby.
Joy.
Yes. So there's a lot of that.
Good. Again, from the 70s.
Yeah.
Will there be Angel Delight after the funeral? Maybe
What
in
a
little
good
cups.
idea.
Maybe in little cups.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, we'll come on to that in more detail.
Oh, okay.
The will and the wake.
So are you going to do your will on video as well? AKA, right, you're going to get that. You, Mr. Dada, you, Mrs. Dada, you're going to get that.
No, I'm not.
Okay, fair dues.
It's going to be written down.
It's going to be written down.
I tell you what, one of the things, and I've been to a funeral which was, the truth is that when someone dies and you're connected with them, you sort of really, the temptation is to have a really long funeral because you sort of just, it's all part of wanting to keep talking about them and, you know what I mean? But actually the moment comes when everyone's got to leave that church and get on with their lives. And that's kind of what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I could keep doing gags where I keep on. Eventually, I was going to start yawning, aren't they? Well, it's not another flipping video of him, is it? You know, he's dead. Can't he just leave us alone? Every time,
Finage. But also, people will have your body of work to go back to,
well,
which
there
they
is,
will.
Well, I suppose there is that. But I like what Bob Monkhouse once said. When someone said, "How would you like to be remembered?" He said, "Oh, well, I'm quite happy to be forgotten." That's what Bob Monkhouse said.
What? Did he?
Yeah, he said, "I'm quite happy to be, I mean, that's the truth. Even Elvis is, I mean, there's, people, they're all going to,
It's the way of the world.
yeah.
It's
I mean,
how it rolls. It rolls on.
It does. It's,
I've
I've written something down there. I went to Moby Dick's funeral and,
Can I say,
yes, go on.
had a whale of a time?
Oh, well, that wasn't it, but that should go in there, certainly. Because Moby Dick was a whale, viewers. But no, when he was lowered into the ground, and about 10 minutes later, he came back to the surface again. But the vicar was also a whale, and he spouted on. But I saw my friend Sue afterwards, Yeah, tsunami gave me a big wave in the car park.
Oh.
Well, I mean, listen. The last funeral I was at, I was weeping so much. That eventually a policeman came over and said, "I'm going to arrest you." I said, "For crying out loud!" He said, "Yes."
I love those jokes that just end, yes. Love that. Oh, you're good, Vinage. This is, ironically, so life-affirming. It really is.
Well, death should be.
Yes.
I'd like to have a full-on feast.
Afternoon tea vibes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I mean, as I was explaining to you, I'm on a diet, but I'm on a diet where I only eat things with the word "special" in it. I'm on a special diet. Only things with, special K, special K, special fried rice, and of course Marks and Spencer's strawberry cream sponge cake special offer. There it is.
The yellow labels.
I went to a supermarket the other day and I bought some Armageddon cheese, and on the packet it said "best before end."
The eyebrows.
The eyebrows.
They're in full.
And the ears.
Oh, the ears. Do the Mexican wave with the eyebrows, please. Sorry to make you perform.
I can't do that.
Yeah. He's got it, man. He's got it. Tim's got it. The rain's got it. The day's got it. Lovely. Now, Tim.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to this. Pretty much more than any guest we've ever had on the show.
Gosh.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, it's important, I suppose, to say something that
Pithy,
that
funny.
people remember you for.
Yeah. Remember, you're coming out of the roller coaster in Chessington World of Adventures.
No, that was it. What I just said then was it. It's important you say something that people remember you for. This is what I'm just going to say mid-air. It's important you say something that people remember you for. And then I hit the ground.
I love that. I love it. Arcing off
Over
the roller coaster.
Going over, I'm sort of saying, starting that sentence, going over the giraffes. It's important you say something that people remember you for.
Splat.
Yeah.
That is genius. Do you know, Vinage, we've almost come to the end. Well, you've come to the end.
Well, the other day I was reading the obituary column. It said Mars bar, packet of Rolos, double decker. And then I realised, in fact, I was reading the obituary column. Can I tell you, it's a great fun thing you can do with obituary columns, which is if you ever got one of those sort of broadsheet type papers like the Times or the Telegraph or something. You know how they have those big obituary things. It's a joke I always do, and I get more fun from it than anyone. I do it on tour all the time. My tour manager and my mate who tours with me, John Archer, it no longer gets a laugh because they know it's coming. What I do is I have a paper and I'll look at the obituary column and it will say something like Admiral Leonard Carpenter invented the torpedo. He was a close friend of Chairman Mao, like that. And then I turn back the other way like that, and then I go, I wonder what ever happened to Admiral Leonard Carpenter, who invented the torpedo and was a close friend of Chairman Mao. Oh, he's died. I always do that.
Oh, that's strong. Vinage, that's still in.
As a social joke, it's
still in the tour material.
Yeah. The other great thing you can do socially is when the phone rings and you pick it up and you say hello, and then you have your conversation with them for about 3 minutes or whatever, and then you just hang up and go, wrong number. Always gets a laugh. That always gets a laugh. Socially, they get a laugh. I like the laughs you can get socially. Are good fun, aren't they? Like if you're in a steam room. Do you ever go in a steam room and just sit there in total silence with strangers?
Oh, yes.
Just sit there, and then after about 5 minutes, you say, I think there's something wrong with this lift. That's it. This is the joy of life is to try and get strangers to laugh, I find.
What about if you're in a lift? Have you got anything you say?
The bloke said to me, he said, out of everyone in the world, who would you most want to be stuck in a lift with? I said, a lift engineer.
Oh, Vinage! So good. Lovely to have somebody talking about you, Vinage, when you've gone at the funeral or at the wake.
Oh, it's precious.
You've got somebody extremely special.
Well, I have, and I'm lucky in that I do an Elvis tribute act called Plastic Elvis. but in many ways, he is a separate person. I'm expecting him to outlive me, weirdly.
Do you know what? He has. Take a listen / look at this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Plastic Elvis, and I'm here to pay tribute to somebody called Tim Klein.
Tim Vine.
Well, that's close enough. Listen, I've been asked to read out this eulogy, and I'm going to do it right for you now. Eulogy, excuse me. Tim Klein brought joy to millions when they heard he died. When through doing his humor, he did a lot of jokes. The guy was a comedian, and I got some of his jokes here. It's Velcro, he's a dark horse, and Black Beauty, what a ripoff. I don't get those. I don't understand them at all. But Tim, he filled the world with laughter, but the world had a leak. The whole lot just drained straight out, straight to the bottom, gone. Big old puddle of laughs, and never to be seen again. But Vimto, what's his name?
Tim Vine.
Tim Vine. He was raised on gospel like me, so by the grace of God, he's going to a better place. 3 angels in the east, 3 angels in the west, 3 angels in the south, 3 angels in the what's a total of 3 angels in the city. Hallelujah. Rest in peace, man. That's touched me.
Isn't
That
it?
has touched me.
He
Lovely
knows you,
words.
He knows you so well.
Yeah, granted, he got my name wrong, but other than that, he does know me quite well.
Tim Woodvine.
Yeah. I think that this is a very special podcast because in facing death, in many ways, we face the possibility of living. And that is a special thing.
It's a beautiful thing. And there is also an afterlife to this podcast. It's called 6 Feet Under. Will you join us, Vinage?
I won't only join you, I will enjoy joining you.
That's amazing. The double joy. Join. Now, listen ye up. Tim Vinage.
Join de vive.
Thank you so much.
It's a great pleasure. Did I do all my...
You did the material.
The ones
you did
I meant
everything.
to do.
Well, you can always do it over on 6 Feet Under. If you haven't subscribed, do so. Go to Apple Podcasts or go to wherethere'sawillthere'sawake.com. But the most important thing we must do
Yes.
before you leave us here, Tim Vinage.
I'm feeling guilty. Yes, go on.
Oh, it's an angel delight. It's an angel
Oh,
delight.
look, a little cherub.
Flap, 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 flap. Now, Vinage,
Yes.
before we wrap things up here,
Oh, I like that.
I'd like you, please, if you would, Tim Vine,
Yes.
it's been lovely having you on the show,
It's been great to be here.
to now do your final act, which is this.
Spin, 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 spin for your sins.
Please spin.
Okay.
Lovely.
Oh, that's more rickety than I was expecting.
And if you'd like to join us on 6 Feet Under, you know all the ways to do that. Join us. Oh.
What does it say?
Oh, I'm going to tell you when we're on 6 Feet Under.
Oh!
You're listening to Where There's a Will, There's a Wake with Mel Gedroich. The senior producer's Charlie Morrell, and the producer is Naya Dio, otherwise known as the Goddesses. The engineer is Matthias Torres. The assistant producer's Rani Prescott. The production coordinator's Eric Ryan. And the executive producer is Ollie Wilson. Music by the Rathbones. And a special thanks to Chris Skinner.